Good morning, dear student. I am Kunal Kiran from the Millennium School, Lucknow. We have been discussing about the chapter journal. We have till now discussed several journal entries, several concepts. So, quickly recap the rule of debit and credit under conventional rule. Under conventional rule, we divide accounts in three types or three categories. Personal account, rule of personal account is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Real account related to assets, rule of debit and credit is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Nominal account related to expenses, losses, income and gain, and the rule of debit and credit is debit all expenses and losses, credit all income and gains. Now today I start with the topic opening entry. Opening entry, it is the first journal entry passed in the beginning of the year to record closing balances of previous year. Dear children, every year at the end of accounting year, every business prepares its financial statement and it closes all the accounts at the end of the accounting year. So, but at the beginning of new accounting year, they have to carry forward all the balances of assets and liabilities which is shown in the balance sheet of the last year should be carried forward. So for that, at the beginning of every accounting year, every accountant has to pass an a journal entry that is known as opening entry. So for passing opening entry, what we should do is all the assets are to be debited individually, whereas capital and liabilities given in the last balance sheet should be credited individually. So I'm taking case 1 when assets are equal to outside liability plus capital. This is actually accounting equation. Total asset equal outside liabilities plus capital. So for example, they have given balances of asset, cash in hand 30,980, 950, sundry debtors 75,050, closing stock 90,000, machinery 60,000, liabilities. Under liabilities there are balances, sundry creditors 56,000 and capital 2 lakh. So if we total it, so we get to know that total asset is equal to total liability, that is 2,56,000. So we will pass, suppose on April 1st my accounting year starts, so we will pass the journal entry. We will debit all the assets balances. So cash account debited with 30,950, sundry debtor account debited 75,050, stock account debit 90,000, machinery account debit with 60,000. Now credit liabilities, there are two liabilities, sundry creditor and capital, so they should be credited individually. Two sundry creditors account 56,000 and to capital account 22 lakh. So the narration is being balances of assets and liabilities and capital brought forward. Now I'm taking a next case 2, another type of balances given. What will you do? So case 2 is when balance of capital is not given. So then we will calculate it by using the accounting equation. The accounting equation is assets equal capital plus liability. For example, on 1st April 2018, following balances appeared in the books of Gopal, and asset balances are given: cash 8,000, bank 20,000, stock 54,000, debtors 47,000. And debtor includes, they have given inside the what are the debtors: Ashok 12,000, Pawan 15,000, Vivek 20,000, and machinery 60,000. Liabilities include creditors 20,000. Under creditors there are two creditors: Chamanlal 7,000, Ompal 13,000. There is another liabilities, bank loan 1 lakh. So if we calculate, if we make total sum total of total assets, if we sum up the total assets, we get to know the total asset is 1,89,000 and liabilities is 1,20,000. So total asset is more than liability. So definitely capital is missing. So we will calculate the capital by using the equation total asset minus liabilities: 1,89,000 minus 1,20,000, 69,000. That is the balance of capital which was missing, which we will calculate by using the accounting equation. So we will pass the journal opening entry. On April 1st, cash account debited 8,000, bank account debit 20,000, stock account debit 54,000. Ashok, individually we will debit the all the debtors. So instead of writing debtors account, because it is they have given explicitly all the name of debtors, so we will individually debit it. So Ashok debited with 12,000, Pawan debited with 15,000, Vivek debited with 20,000, machinery account debited with 60,000. Two liabilities creditors are given. Two creditors are given, Chamanlal and Ompal. So we will individually credit it to Chamanlal 7,000, to Ompal 13,000, to bank loan 1 lakh, and the two capital, which is a balancing figure, because total debit is equal to total credit. So to capital 69, which we have calculated, and we will write, for the understanding I have written balancing figure being assets and liabilities brought forward. Another case in opening entry, when the total of asset is less than the total of liability and capital. Suppose balances are given, and if you sum up the total of the asset, you get to know that total asset sum total of asset is lesser than the sum total of liabilities and capital. So in this case, what will you do? So if the total asset is less than sum total of liabilities and capital, then the difference will be goodwill. That is a balancing figure, and we will say that amount which is missing is goodwill. So for example, I have taken on 1st April 2019, following balances are given: assets cash rupees 1 lakh, plant rupees 5 lakh, sundry debtors 3 lakh, liabilities sundry creditors 5 lakh, and capital 6 lakh. If you go through, then you get to know that cash total asset is 8 lakh, 9 lakh, and the total liabilities is 11 lakh. So the balance is, so total assets 9 lakh is less than the sum total of liabilities and capital, that is 11 lakh. So difference will be the goodwill. How so we will deduct from the total sum total of liabilities and capital. We will deduct the total asset from the sum total of liabilities and capital, and we get to know that that is 2 lakh, which is a balancing figure, which is missing one, and this missing one will be goodwill. So we will pass the journal entry: cash account debited 1 lakh, plant account debited 5 lakh, sundry debtors account debited 3 lakh, goodwill account, which was the balancing figure, that is a difference between the total asset and total liability and capital, that is 2 lakh, which was the missing one, which we have calculated in above. So goodwill account debited 2 lakh. For your understanding, I have put it in the bracket balancing figure. Two sundry creditors 5 lakh, two capital account 6 lakh, and the narration will be being being balance of assets and liabilities brought forward. Now case 4, when the total asset is greater than the sum total of liabilities and capital. It is a case when the total asset balance sum total of the asset is more than the sum total of liabilities and capital. Then the difference will be capital reserve. So I'm taking an example on 1st April 2020, assets, machinery is given 5 lakh, stock is given 6 lakh, cash is given 5 lakh, and sundry debtor is 4 lakh. So total asset is 20 lakh, liabilities they have given sundry creditors 7 lakh, and capital is 12 lakh. So total of the liabilities, that is sundry creditors and capital, is 19 lakh. So in above case, total asset is more than liability plus capital, sum total of liabilities and capital, so difference will be 1 lakh, and that is capital reserve. We will generalize in this way: machinery account debited 5 lakh, stock account debited 6 lakh, cash account debited 5 lakh, sundry debtors account debited with 4 lakh, two sundry creditors 7 lakh, two capital 12 lakh, two capital reserve 1 lakh, that is a balancing figure, or you can say the missing figure which we have calculated. So we will pass the narration being balance of assets and liabilities brought forward.